Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Welcome to the program. It's your best friend right here. Your best friend right here, unshaven. Just love this scruffy look. I don't love the scruffy look. I gotta tell you, I'm lazy. I'm old. I'm overweight, and I got a face for radio. And this it ensures that. I don't like to shave every day. I used to. I used to have to. I don't have to anymore. And I don't fear the repercussions if I don't shave every day and be on my channel. I just don't give a crap anymore. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I don't have to look pretty. I guess there's no pressure on me. Those out there, those people out there who are experts at the terminology they use in the internet, SEO, and what's it, social media awareness and social media enhancement, and they'll say, oh, your hair's got to be perfect every day, you got to shave every day, you got to, and I'm going, yeah, well, if I were 38 I'd give a crap, but I'm not 38, so I don't give a crap. Which means I can just be myself and concentrate on information to try to make you more money. So would you rather I do that or look pretty? uh, Anyway, if I had a staff, of 20 people, they'd make me look pretty, but I don't have a staff of 20 people. Welcome all to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce. That's what they call me, and I'm here to talk to you about the stock market in plain English. It's what I'm about. It's what I'm specializing in. I do help people make money in the markets um, by educating them all about stock options and how to write stock options. Um, stock options on stocks, options on stock indexes, credit spreads, poor man covered calls, cash secured puts. There's all kinds of strategies in the options market, and that's what I help people also do. So I take people who have investment accounts with stocks in them, ETFs in them, whatever in them, and try to guide them on how to maximize a return on what they're sitting on. Because a lot of people out there don't realize that if you own 100 shares of company blah, the chances are you can probably write an option on those 100 shares of company blah and get paid a premium to offer someone the opportunity to buy them from you at a price you choose for a certain period of time for cash upfront. And even something as conservative, say, as IBM, you can bring in your 3.5%, 4% yield, depending on where the stock is. And then you can also write options on your IBM for added income. And if that can double or triple your 3.5% yield and give you a 11 or 12% annual yield, making 12% on your retirement account rather than 3.5. Duh, that's better than inflation. That would be better. Yeah, darn right it would. If you've got Apple, 100 shares of Apple, at least 100 shares. Every 100 you got, you can write another contract against them. So you have 200 shares, you can write two call options. You got 300 shares, you can write three. Uh, Bring income in on a stock that really doesn't pay much in the way of a dividend. So you're getting paid to wait, getting paid to hold. I call it charging rent. You're charging rent to your stock for basically renting your money into that stock. You got to be paid like a landlord. You got to be paid every month. Why are you holding stock for free? I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it, but I don't agree with it. There are millions, tens of millions, probably maybe 50 million people in the US and Canada, could be more, that could be writing options if only they knew they could, but they don't know they can. They don't have a stockbroker. We all used to have a stockbroker. If you wanted to be in the market, you used to have a stockbroker. There are no stockbrokers anymore. They're virtually extinct. We've gone the way of the buggy whip. Stockbrokers today are not the same people that they were in 1980, 85 when I was a stockbroker. Uh, in 1980, 85, 1990, I would have worked with you and your investments, and I would have known your spouse's name. I would have known how many kids you've got. I would know how old they are. I would know your game plan. For example, you have a teenager that's coming in, coming out of high school soon. You have one kind of into it. You got one still in junior middle school or something like that. I would know all that. I would know that dollars are going to be needed for the eldest child going into college, and we would have been working on college funds. We would have been working on retirement savings accounts for you and your spouse, and the whole thing. I would be working with you as your financial advisor and stockbroker. Um, I would also, if I were worth my chops, I would be working with you on, in today's world, I'd be working on helping you grow your income from your investments to help add our ammo to your financial life by bringing income in by helping you write options. I would also be aware of the fact that you're 45 years old and you had a health scare last year. Something came up, or your spouse had a health issue, and we would be aware of that. We would be preparing or guarding against sudden whatever, um, whether it's enhanced insurance that we would find together, or I would be your right hand person for your life decisions to help you figure out what's going on. That's what stockbrokers used to be. But the SEC was hoodwinked by the massive investment bankers in Wall Street to convince the SEC regulators that people would be better served if they can be given more competition for services and allowed to shop around for whatever they needed to do on their own. And so brokerage firms were obliterated by the major bankers. They just bought the biggest brokerage firms that were out there. They just bought them and absorbed them into their asset collection machine that they are, so they can manage trillions of dollars out of Wall Street and get a cut of the action whether you make money or not. And that's a whole other business. And the banks are much bigger now than they've ever been because they control almost all the capital out there. Where brokerage firms that used to have 120 brokers or 50 brokers or 7 offices in the state of Pennsylvania or 20 offices in the state of Pennsylvania with 1,000 sales reps and advisors, they're all gone. They're all now part of Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. They're all part of Wells Fargo. They're all part of J.P. Morgan. And we're gone. I'm 68. I'm out. It's over. No firm would ever keep me around anymore. I've long been put out to pasture. It's my kids that would be now working for these outfits, but they wouldn't be doing what I did. They would now just be asset collectors. So you would be getting these phone calls or emails or stuff in the mail from someone at whatever asset management company, and they just want to help you manage your assets. Yeah. Well, they don't want to tell you what to do with your money because they're not able to do that. They're just telling you to bring your money in, and they'll manage it for you after they do an investor profile for you. Yeah, they'll figure out what kind of risk tolerance you have, how old you are, and they'll put your money into certain slots. But are you going to get this one-on-one personalized service with the whole family's needs? No. Unless you've got a couple $1,000,000, you don't get that phone call. You got $200,000, $300,000, which is everything you've got in assets. You don't want to lose that money. That money has to grow. That money has to grow to the point where you will retire on it. There are not very many people out there that are going to dedicate any serious time to your needs unless you pay them by the hour, whether they make you money or not. And that's what many of you are figuring out. And here you are, finding this old fart, and here I am telling you, maybe the best way forward for you until you do get a couple of $1,000,000 is to self-manage your own money and definitely outperform whatever your money is doing now inside whatever 401k is being managed by your employers. Who knows who these people are? You're better off managing your own money. And sure enough, if you can just write options on stuff you have, or you adjust what you have to be able to write options against other stuff you're getting that gives you a much higher premium, now you're talking some serious money coming in the front door. And This is why sooner or later, or from time to time, or never, it depends on your whole impression of this YouTuber's channel and my style and everything. There are people out there who go, I take his classes and I just hold my nose and I jumped in there and I watched the first one and I understood what he was talking about. And then I watched the second one and I went, holy crap, I didn't know I could do that. Then I watched the third one. I went, Jesus, this is what? And then I watched the fourth class and went, oh, I got to write options. Then I watched the fifth class. I can do that. And I watched the sixth class. I had no idea that this is legal. I watched the seventh class and eighth class. That's why these guys are in private jets all the time. Ah, that's where their money goes. Then the ninth and the 10th and the 11th and the 12th. And now you are becoming an option writer. And you have arranged your accounts, your assets, your entire portfolio to the point where I am maximizing my portfolio's layout to be an income generating portfolio from option premiums. And I want to write options on, and then here we go. Now you're a former employee of a company and you got to whack a stock that you were handed over years and years. You have access to those shares. You can shift them into a tradable account depending on your platform and everything else. You can start writing options on those shares. I mean, I can't tell you how many people watch me, find me. I don't know how, but they find me. And they have 7,000 shares of XYZ Corporation that they've sat on for years. And it doesn't pay much of a dividend, if at all. And they just pile up these shares. And they could be writing right now 70 call options at a time every 2-3 months. And if they can haul in $1 a month in shrinkage premium, just writing an option that shrinks because it's out of the money, $1 a month times 70 contracts, that is $7,000 a month income from a source that they're sitting on. They have no idea. No one tells them. No one calls them. Nobody tells them at the company. No one tells them what the investment firm that the company hired to manage your 401k or whatever the hell they're doing. No one tells you. And there are people who watch me or find me and realize, my God, for the last 10 years, I could have been hauling in $5,000 a month, $8,000 a month, $12,000 a month. I could have been hauling in this money for the last decade. Why am I working? My God, I could have been traveling already. We could have paid off the house 10 years ago. I could have paid off both car loans. I wouldn't have had any credit card debt. I wouldn't have had to slave as much. I could be just a consultant to my employer on my terms. My God, Bruce, you've opened up the whole dang world of possibilities here. That's what I do. At least that seems to be what I do. It seems to be what happens from what I do. The chain reaction ripples out. It's like a rock hitting a still pond, and then the ripples go out. And it hits the shoreline, and the shoreline is not a smooth shoreline. Everybody is on the shoreline in their own little cove, and it affects everybody in a different way. Welcome to the party, pal. Are you reading and are you hearing the news about how the workplace environment has changed in North America? How since COVID, people who for their entire working careers used to go to the office, used to go to the plant, used to go to the warehouse, used to go wherever they had to go to work, and are now saying, I don't have to do that anymore. And I'm not going to do that anymore. This is a revolution happening here. And certain companies are upset because they want to go back to the old ways. They like it when you were in the office, closed in, cut off from the outside world, and you're going to be bombarded by our propaganda about how lucky you are to have a job in our crappy company. And don't you dare ask for a raise because you could lose this gorgeous job of yours with all these benefits. And there are people on the outside going, I am never coming back, you SOBs, because you lied to me, or you gave me the one-liner, or I worked for you guys for 15 years and I got 2 and 3% raises every damn year, where I should have left. I should have turned jobs over every 2 years. I could have got 10% pay raises every time I quit and went somewhere else. And or I'm at home now and I work on my terms and conditions. And I have family time with my children who are now in their teens. I missed them as 0 to 8-year-olds. I missed all that. I gave that away for you guys because I was told, The paycheck is everything. The whole new world is happening right now, all around you, and you're part of it, perhaps because you're watching me, following me, wanting to be self-employed. Welcome to 2024. Things have really changed since 2020. And think about that. COVID was a 2020 thing, and we're now in 2024. My God, has the world ever changed? It's incredible. And it'll change again. So what can I tell you? Nice to see you here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. SAS, you're awesome, man. Gold Bagel member, brand new member. Thank you for having faith and believing in this channel and becoming a member. SAS, as a Gold Bagel member, is paying YouTube $25 a month to be a member of this channel. Now, you got to be asking yourself, if you're new here, you're going, what? There are people paying this guy $25 a month to be a member of a stinking channel? And all he does is sit there and talk? You got to be kidding me. I got way better channels out there. I got channels that have slow motion replays. I have all kinds of entertainment channels I can watch. Why would I pay YouTube $25 a month to be a sappy little Gold Bagel member of this little tiny channel? What's the point? That's $300 a year, you know. I know it's $300 a year. But what does SAS get for that? Benefits like the pre-alert show before this show starts, or the Wednesday night primetime live show, and or stock tips, of which I gave one out this morning to my Gold Bagel members. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you know this morning's Trade Alert show, I gave you a trade tip. Now, it might not be one you want. I can't guarantee that. It's just here's an idea for you, and I threw it out there. They're mulling it over. They're chewing it out. They've got their paper and pen in hand, and they're doing their little checking charts and everything. I'm trying to figure out if they want to do that trade or not. It's the benefit of being a Gold Bagel member of this channel. I'm trying to desperately give you trade tips or ideas where if you write 5 credit spreads on stock, whatever, and you make $200 a contract in profit, shrinkage in 2 to 4 weeks, times 5, it's $1,000 return in a month on 5 contracts. You want to do 10, you'll make $2,000. You want to do 100, you'll make more. I'm trying to throw stock trade tips at you guys where you can honestly say to yourself, heck, if I just write a couple of these, I only need like $4,000 to do this trade for like 2 contracts. I can clear more money in one trade than my entire year of this. I make more money than in the entire year. He's got the rest of the year to make me a profit now on any other trade tip he gives me for the next 52 weeks. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it obvious to those who are Gold Bagel members and not that this fee goes to YouTube. I get 70% of the $25. I get $17.50 from you. $7.50 goes to YouTube. And that's why they keep me on the air, because my advertising dollars aren't that great. There are 310 people watching. I see a little meter up here. You probably have a meter down there somewhere telling how many people are watching me right now. 310, according to me. That's all that's here. You got one ad, probably, maybe 2 little ads before you saw me. How much did YouTube make on that? Jack squat. I mean, it's quarter of a penny a view, half a penny a view. What? It's nothing. I don't get very much for it. Now, where does my living come from? Right here. This is the primary group that puts me on the air. So thank you, and it keeps me on the air because YouTube goes, okay, he's worthy. He's worthy of keeping around. He's worthy of keeping around. He's got enough Gold Bagel members out of all the people who watch him. There's a much smaller percentage of people who watch him that are actually members. And of the members, there are 2 levels, and we tally up the dough that he brings in, and we get 30% off the top. Okay, he's like a 50,000 view channel is what this guy is, or a 100,000 viewer channel. He's not a millionaire, millions of views channel large. He doesn't have thousands of members. He's hundreds, but he pays his way, and so I get to stay on the air, and I get to tell you how to make money. It's a simple 2-way thing here. Thank you for being part of the show and being part of the family. Have you seen my poll question today? I put up a poll question today. The question is, in 2024, SoFi shares will hit a high price of $15, a high price of $20, a high price of $25, or over $25 for 2024. So we have 9 months to go, or so, 8.5 months to go. What do you think? There's 263 of you who have already responded to this thing, which is pretty darn good. By the way, do me a favor. When you do hit the poll question, would you mind hitting the thumbs up button at the same time? But since you're there anyway, we have 107 thumbs up, so we have 267 people taking the poll question. How about a thumbs up to kind of add a little oomph to the show today? Thank you all very much. 50% of you are saying the shares will hit $15. 22% of you are going 20. It's going to hit 20. 9% of you are saying you're going to reach 25. Now it's 10%. And 18% of you, almost 1 in 5, over 25 a share this year. The stock of SoFi will reach 25 or more this year. This is great. I love this. Doesn't cost you anything to do the poll question. Doesn't cost you anything to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for helping out and being here today and becoming members of the channel. You are so welcome here. Love having you. We are now at 132 thumbs ups. You guys are listening to me. Thank you so much. This is great. All right, look, the title of the show today, could SoFi become a takeover target at $25, $50, $100 a share? What's the story there? Well, you see, here's the thing. There's always one thing, okay? I got to tell you about this one thing. Here, just one thing, okay? Look, if you want to replicate SoFi and create your own SoFi company, you're a large corporation. You have a strong following of followers. Maybe you're in the insurance business or you're in something to do with finance somehow, and you want to get into online banking, fintech banking, and you think that, boy, we should own a fintech bank type company. Why don't we build one up? That would be we'll throw some dough at it and we'll build up a fintech company. I mean, after all, how hard would it be to create a fintech company like SoFi? I mean, their stock's $770 a share, $776 a share. You multiply up the entire value of the stock, by the stock price, and the company is $7.5 billion market cap. Why don't we spend a couple $1 billion and create a fintech company and go out there and compete with these guys and beat them to the ground, destroy, right? The American way. Why not? By the way, Bill McNeil, how you doing? A real deal with Bill McNeil is here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for becoming a member of this channel. This is awesome sauce. So what about that? Could we take a couple of bucks? Another gold bagel level. This is awesome. Could we take a couple of dollars and create our own SoFi? Well, you might hire a few analysts and a few consultants for that. Consultants that work from home now. And you may find that they'll say to you, well, you see, there's this one thing, okay? We too have uncovered one thing that you have to seriously think about. Just one thing. And that one thing you have to think about is the fact that SoFi has almost 8 million members now. 8 million clients. 8 million accounts. Even if you create a SoFi replica, you don't have 8 million clients. I mean, all the clients you have now in the business you're in, whatever business do you have 8 million of those or more? I mean, do you have more than 8 million people in your business? Can you convince 8 million people to become a client of your replica SoFi company? The reaction will probably be, probably not. How much money will it cost to attract 8 million people, and how long would it take? And the consultant that they hire, who works from home, will come back and say, well, we've done the math, and we figure it'll take you 5 to 10 years, and it's going to take you 5 billion more. Oh, geez, this is not working. We can't create a SoFi on our own. This SoFi that exists now is so far down the highway in what it does. We'll never catch these guys if we start our own SoFi from scratch. We're better off to just buy these guys. Why don't we just buy these guys and take them over? And now we have SoFi as our subsidiary company. Wouldn't that be a better way to go with this thing? And it's very possible that an analyst who works from home might say, sitting here working from home, having this time to think and play with my kids, you might be better off to do that. But I don't think you're going to be able to buy control of this company for anywhere near $7.75 a share. I think that's the problem here, is that the company is now capitalized at $7.5 billion. They just had their first quarter of profits ever in 12 years. Their second quarter of profitability is happening right now. This is March the 12th. In 19 days, the quarter is over, and then they can tally up how they did. And guess what? They made money in this quarter, and they'll release their second quarter of profits. And then, of course, the third quarter and the fourth quarter are coming up, in profitability releases. This is happening. And after the fourth one, after 4 in a row, everything changes. And the guys are going, what do you mean everything changes? It's just SoFi. Well, what do you mean? Well, in 4 consecutive quarters of earnings, they become S&P 500 eligible to be included in the S&P 500 index. And the street out there, many on the street are saying there's no way the stock is under $20 a share by the time their fourth consecutive quarters of profits fourth consecutive quarter of profits is released. So let's say that real fast. So right now they're 774. They're going to release their second consecutive quarter of profits about 5 weeks after the end of the quarter. So that's early April. Then 3 months after that, that's May, June, July. In July, they're going to release their third consecutive quarter of profits, and then August, September, October, they should release their fourth consecutive quarter of profits in a row. After October, the meter starts to run, the countdown meter. When are they going to be included in the S&P 500? Well, if the shares are $20 a share at that time, based on 4 consecutive quarterly profits and growing profits going forward from there, at $20 a share, this thing is a $20 billion cap company, which qualifies them for inclusion in the S&P 500 because they're large enough to be in the 500. They're profitable to be in the 500. And what if the shares are trading up $25 to $30 a share based on projections of 2025, 26, and 27, where they're talking not pennies a share in annual profits, they're talking dollars per share in annual profits, times a 20 to a 40 time earning multiple, which could easily be put on this high-tech company. You get a 40 time earning multiple with a $2 a share earnings estimate, that's an $80 stock. So if the street expects the company to be worth $80 a share in 2026, and this is late 2024, and we're trading at 20 to 25 a share now, late 24, and it's going to go to 80 in a year and a half or less, that's 18 months. Well, let's make it 20 months. In 20 months, they're going from 20 a share to 80 a share. 20 months. That's $60 a share higher. Divide by 20. That's $3 a month. This stock should go up $3 a month on average. Just go up in value. It'll fluctuate. Some months it'll do 4, some it'll do 1. But all in all, it should reach $80, which is the $3 a month gain in value, which is, of course, at billion shares outstanding, $3 billion a month in capital value appreciation. So you want to take them over? You want to create one? You're not going to create one. Yeah, that's not going to help. It's going to take you 2 years to get the thing started up. 2 years from now, this is an $80 stock. You're done. You're done. $80 stock. That's an $80 billion cap company. Forget it. So you can't make them for $5 or $10 billion. You got to buy them. Well, okay. You try to buy these guys. how much would it take to buy them? Like if we came to these guys with a takeover offer, what do you think they would sell out for? There you go. Well, today, what would a fair takeover offer be for SoFi to be taken out? I can tell you this: whatever you think is the fair number, all right, the board will reject it because the board is not looking at today. As I've said earlier, the insiders of SoFi, they're not looking at today as we finished our project, we're done now. They're not thinking that way at all. They're thinking 5 years out, 10 years out for what the company will become in 5 and 10 years. Who will be running the company in 5 or 10 years? We don't know. Time changes, people come and go. But this entity is going to be much larger in 5 to 10 years than it is now. And that's what the board is obviously talking about at board meetings, the future of this organization, as any board of directors should do with any company that's out there. And so some outfit comes up and goes, "Oh, we'll offer you $10 a share in cash. You wanna take that?" I have a suspicion that every single one of my viewers will say no, let alone the board of directors. If the offer came in at 25 a share, cash right now, would you take that deal? I don't know if even that would fly. I don't know if the deal would even go through at 25 a share. What I could see happening, again, I'm just speculating here. I'm just an old man that didn't shave today or yesterday and is feeling real good about it. All I'm doing is sitting here going, "Hey, kids, what's the stock going to do in the next year? And what's going to happen here? What else could happen? What else could happen is a very large corporation that may not be a bank, it may well be a company that is not a bank, could approach SoFi and its board of directors, Mr. Noto, and say, "Hey, we would be very interested in putting capital into your bank to help you grow your loan portfolio and take you to another level. Perhaps even help you, quote, bankroll a takeover. If you guys have in mind any other fintech companies that you want to gobble up, maybe we can help you in that regard." Now, maybe a private placement deal would be arranged, and maybe it would be part of a bond offering that is convertible into either stock of SoFi or preferred shares of SoFi, which are convertible into common stock down the road. And it could easily be something like, here's $5 billion in cash for a note that pays us no interest, that is convertible into preferred shares that are convertible into common shares if the common shares were to trade at a $60 a share, $50 a share down the road. And this entity will do a series of financings and other arrangements to say, we're your backers. We got you back. And if you come up with a $10 billion acquisition, just cut the check, it won't bounce. We'll work that deal for you. Could well be that the backer is going, we know you're going to $100 a share. We know. We're fully convinced you're going to 200 a share. We would like to get in at 60 with whack-a paper. We want to know we can get in at $60. In the meantime, give us 1/10 of 1% interest on our money, or something nominal. It might be a 5-year note that converts into preferred shares, that doesn't pay a dividend, that can convert into common stock starting 2 years after that. And it might be a 7-year deal before the stock can even be considered that it becomes stock. And it's a $60 price tag and up. The stock has to trade at least at 80 for 30 consecutive days for the 60 to happen. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a $10 billion deal. It could be so huge it's worth more than the value of the company right now. That could happen. Is that a takeover? Well, kind of, sort of a backdoor takeover, I mean, in a way, but they're not buying voting shares. They're just doing a backdoor takeover, really. We're going to end up with say I don't know, say 300 million shares of the company at $60 a share, or 100 million shares of the company at 100 million shares at $60 7 years from now. Well, that right now is only 10% of the company, so it's not much of a takeover, but it would be a serious alliance with an existing entity that no one else will mess with now. So now the company can't be taken over by anybody else because Big Brother has got all kinds of caveats and first right of refusals to match deals and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. SoFi is an entity that is about to go batshit crazy on the stock. We are at any moment going to see unbelievably good things happen to the paper. You will see fluctuations in the stock up and down that will drive you nuts. You're going to see volatility now. You're going to have to tolerate the volatility. Welcome to a stock that's less than $10 a share. The stock cannot yet be purchased by many, many, many pension funds. They cannot buy this stock. The company doesn't make money on an annual basis yet. So they're ineligible to be acquired by certain institutions. But there are a massive number of institutions that can buy this stock anytime they want to. And I'm just sitting here waiting for all hell to break loose because there's 170 million shorted now that we know of. There's 100 million shares parked by the broker for this deal they just concluded. And there may be another deal coming up behind it. And this is, I think, the most likely scenario, in my opinion, that in the next 3 to 6 months, there could well be a $2.5 billion cap call financing, a cap call transaction financing announced by SoFi. $2.5 billion. Pre-sold, oversubscribed, with the conversion into the stock at $12.50 if the shares trade at $16 and a max price of $25. I think that could happen in the not too distant future. They just need to report the next quarter, which we're into now. And they need to upgrade their financial expectations. They have to come out and say, based on the 750 we've raised, plus the option, we paid off our pref shares. We offloaded 40 million in interest obligations. Our revenues have gone up. We're going to report higher profits. They're going to come clean on that as an official press release. They're going to hype the hell out of that in 5 weeks, or is it 10 weeks? 5 weeks after the end of the quarter. So early April, we're going to really talk about this. They're going to really let you know this is great. But I don't think the stock's going to be here. I don't think it's going to be in the $7 neighborhood anymore. We may be 10 to 12 by the time they do that. And then from there, we could have at any time beyond that an announcement, possibly, where they announce we've just acquired $2.5 billion. But we didn't acquire $2.5 billion to pay off debts. We don't have any debts. We really don't have any loan obligations. We have depositors' money on, obviously, that we're running. But we don't have debts. We have this $2.5 billion that's now going into the general corporate account to grow our loan portfolio. And banks lend money on a 7-to-1 ratio, roughly. So this could be, 7 times more loan activity, 20 billion in loan activity, 17 billion more in loan activity, which at 8% going out the door, at 8% coming in, that's a lot of money, a lot of interest money, a lot of revenue. That could take the stock to $15 to $25 a share right there. Just that. And that kicks in now Anthony Noto's personal bonuses, stock bonuses, along with probably a bunch of board of directors and maybe other senior officers. I don't know. Don't know if board of directors have that kind of an option, but others I'm sure do. All hell breaks loose. But in the meantime, the shares right now, 768 as I'm looking at it right this second, 768 on SoFi. So that's the story. The hardest part about being an investor is sitting around waiting for the payoff and saying to yourself, I believe. You're not shaking me out. I'm not giving up on this. You're not talking me out of it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what I read. I don't care what what I'm coming across. I believe in the upside of this company's stock, and I'm never letting it go. And that is the hardest part about being an investor. Hardest part about being an option writer is folding your arms, knowing that you have a stock option you've written that expires in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 2 months or whatever, and just sitting here like this, watching all this activity on the market and all this hype around the world in this 8-second attention span world in which we're in, and you have to remain steady and calm and not let it get to you. And you just have to wait it out for your victim to die. It's kind of like one of those. It's kind of like one of those snakes. They have the venom, and they bite their victim, and then they just sit back and they watch the victim die, and then they can eat it. Well, you're a sniper. If you're an option writer around here, you're a sniper, and the victim doesn't know where the bullet came from. They have no idea. They're long gone, and you just notch another win, and you move on. You can write cash secured puts on Sofi, and you can bring income into your hands right now, 20%, 30% more on your money, up front, paid right now. This is the best thing about being an option writer. When you write a stock option, you're selling the option. You're creating it, you're selling it. And you get paid for it right now. You got the money. And now you fold your arms and say to yourself, how much of this money am I going to give back? How much am I keeping? And that's the hardest decision you're going to have to make. After you've created the option, you're just asking yourself, what's the problem? I get this question asked of me all the time on this channel from my viewers over here. They'll say to me, hey, listen, I wrote these whatever options, and I brought in, $2,000. I brought in $2,800. I brought in $5,700. They're now trading at this level, and I'm up like 30% already. Should I take this money and just pack it in? What are your thoughts? These are some of the hardest questions I get. How much profit should I take? Then I get questions like, is it morally right? Is it morally right for me to sit here and say, I got $3,500 in option premium, and they're worthless right now on paper. The only value they have is their time value, and the time value is down to $1,500. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, this $1,500 will become nothing. Is it morally the right thing to do to not buy these back and just let them die? Or should I have mercy on whoever, bought these from me and buy them back? And the answer isn't a moral issue. It isn't morals. It's about business. It's the Godfather, okay? It's not personal. It's business. And as a business person, you have to sit there and go, all right, let me get this straight. I wrote these contracts with 5 weeks to go, and I brought in $3,500. And with 3 weeks to go, they're worth $1,500. So they have depreciated $500 a week, and they got 500s to go. 3 more weeks, $500 a week. They'll be worth nothing. So I could make $1,500 more in the next 3 weeks, just like I've made $2,000 already, or whatever I made in the first number of weeks. That decision now is you don't have to do anything. You just let them die worthless. But there are those who'll say to me, I brought in $6,000. And the options are worth $900 now, and they've got 3 weeks left to go. And I've been sitting here for 4 weeks as it is. What should I do? And at that point is where I come in and go, with 3 weeks to go and only $900 of upside left on a $6,000 credit, it's time to fish and cut bait. It's time to buy those back and write a new set of contracts that have 6-8 weeks of life left in them that will bring you another $6,000 something dollars. So you pay $900, bring in $6,000. You've added $5,100 to your account today, and now you're doing this again for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And you do the math. This is where it gets kind of fun. You figure out that you write contracts and bring in $6,000 in cash. And you're thinking to yourself, well, if they get down to 1,000, I'll buy them back, especially if that mathematics works out towards the end. I could clear $5,000 on this transaction. How long would it take me to clear the $5,000? If it takes a month for the $5,000 to be realized from shrinkage and stock movement and what have you, you now can play a little game. And the game is calculator, pen and paper game, where you sit down and say, well, in a month from now, like in a 30-day window, at work, I would get 2 paychecks, one on the 15th, one on the end of the month. I typically get 2 checks every 30 days. How much do I get paid every 2 weeks? Net, 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 net. You figure that out. And you go, is that $5,000 net, net? Or is it a little more than that? Or is it exactly that much money? The second game you play is if you don't get 5,000 clear in 30 days, you clear only $4,000. You're making 1,000 more on this trade than you earn net income. But you have to remember, when you make money in the option market, that is capital gains, and that's subject to capital gains taxes, less the exemptions that are out there. And every year, I want you to talk to your tax advisor about that. But it gets to the point around here where people begin to realize, Bruce, because of you, I'm now into 3 different stock transactions at the same time. I've written a credit spread on this, I've got cash secured puts on that, and I've done this strategy over here. And I don't have an easy way to calculate every 30 days how much money I make, because these options have different time frames and different depreciation rates and different starting numbers and ending numbers. And sometimes I close a deal out because the market does this or that. I mean, it's not that simple. I say, you're right. But if you have a 6-month history, you can now sit back and go, well, in the last 6 months, here's what I've done. Here are my winning trades. Here are my losing trades. Here are my break-even trades. How am I doing? And once you've got that number, you can break that down into 6 30-day components by just doing a straight mathematical divide. And now you get to the point where you realize, I am making more money than I make at work. And at work, I have to work 40 hours a week or 37 and a half hours a week. I have to commute every day, an hour to get there, an hour to get home. That's 2 more hours of my time to make that paycheck. And it costs me money to make that paycheck, because I have to pay to get there. I have to pay to get back from there. And I got to eat at retail restaurant prices or fast food prices, or I bring my own lunch, fair enough. What does it really cost me to be at my job, from my job? Then you come up with that number. Because a lot of people ignore that. They don't think about it. Because if you can work from home and work on one of these, you don't have commuting costs. You don't have to park your car downtown in a parkade. You don't have to worry about subway tokens. You don't have to worry about a train ride, a bus ride, or the time. But the time is important, because what you'll now do is say, okay, I'm at home, and the market is open 6 hours a day, 6.5 hours a day, and I'm watching the market for about an hour before the opening and a half an hour after the close. I put in an 8-hour day. I put in 40 hours. And at the job, I put in my 37.5 hours plus 12 hours more of everything. I put in 50 hours a week here. I put in 40 hours a week here. And I don't have commuting costs. I do have commuting costs. You work out the differential, and now you realize how much money you really make by not going to work, and how much money you really are making by actually staying at home and working your asset management. And now the realization really hits home. This is where viewers tell me on their one-on-ones, or they send me an email and they go, I just did the math on all this. I make more money staying at home writing options than I could ever make at the office, because I know I can get a promotion at the office to the one or 2 more levels higher, and I know that within the organization at that level of management, I will make this much more money than I get now. But after tax and everything else, I only make another $400 a month, $500 a month net to me. $400 a month more for that position, which could take me 5 years to get, and I'm at home making more than that position here, and I don't have the expenses of going to and from the office. It's a no-brainer. That's where people quit their day jobs and they hang out around here. They go, I cannot afford to work for my employer anymore. That is the mantra that comes up. It's not that I can finally quit those bastards. No, I can't afford to work for them. They cost me money. I make more money being here, watching the markets, trading my contracts, managing my contract, than going there. And this job is way easier because it's portable. It's all in here. And I'm not stuck at home, actually. I can grab a bike and go for a bike ride in my neighborhood, or I can go and take a bus ride, but I'm not going to the office. I'm going to wherever you want to go to. I'm going to a friend's house across town who works from home. I'm going to go visit my mom. I'm going to Central Park in New York for the day. I'm going to the zoo. I'm part of the volunteer adults because our children at school are going on a field trip, and I'm one of the supervisors. I'm going along. I'm a volunteer now. This is a new world. It's a new life. It's a completely new normal, and you're not making less money. You're making more money. That's the shocker of this life change that is happening. And that's why, for some reason, I'm still on the air, because people are figuring out I can make money doing this and I can change my life forever. And I haven't even talked to you about being a permanent, slow traveler across America or around the world. If you ever wanted to be a full-time RVer, there are full-time RVers watching me right now. Full-time RVers are watching Uncle Bruce every day, figuring out what he's thinking about, covering these markets. They're learning how to write options. They take his classes. They're watching the markets, and then they're traveling the United States. Hey, freedom! Talk about being your own. Oh my God, incredible! I wouldn't be surprised if people on sailboats could be doing exactly the same thing. People who are sailing around the world, and they watch what I do on a rerun from time to time, depending on the time zone they're at, where I'm at, and they're monitoring their trades. They know when the markets are open wherever they are. They got access to their accounts. This is the Liberator. This thing right here is the secret weapon that has taken handcuffs and leg irons off of people who are in cubicles at jobs. This is the freedom machine right here, baby. You can get out and go. Take you and your family on a 6-month, 1 year round the world vacation and stay 1 month in this country, 2 months in that country, 1 month in that. Homeschool the kids if you want, and see the world. And mom and dad are managing their affairs with this through their option trades. They come home with more money in the bank than when they left. And the kids have seen the planet or a piece of the planet or something. And maybe then they go back to school. I don't know. And if you're an empty nester, oh my God, has this absolutely changed everything? If you're an empty nester, my goodness. If you're in your 50s and you still got 10 years to go with work and you're sitting on $250,000 in your 401k and you can rearrange what's in that thing and manage it to generate revenue from option writing, you're out of there. You're saying goodbye to your job. You don't need to contribute the next 5 years into that damn thing. Because no matter how much you put in for the next 5 years, it won't be enough to live on. No dang way. Even the employer matches it, it won't be enough because you're not getting those returns. You're not getting 20% a year on your money. Only you can make that kind of money or more. And so you're in your mid-50s and you're now self-employed, managing your own assets. You've rearranged your entire asset base you have. And you're either getting ready to travel now, or you're getting medical issues looked after, or you're looking after your mom and dad, or whatever obligations you've got, because every one of you has got a different position. And welcome to this party, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. JL Mark, member for 29 months of this channel. I am Uncle Bruce's uncle, 85 years old. I've been in the market since 62. I'm now writing cash secured puts on Sofi, 20 at a time. You can do this. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. That right there is a serious recommendation. I thank you so very much. I get comments that blow me away all the time. It's nuts. William Tran, welcome as a Gold Bagel member. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so very much. I'm just going to go back here. JL Mark, Gold Bagel member. Thank you, JL, for that. With the very kind words. You people, how nice you are to me. You blow Auntie Jen out of the water. She cannot. She has gotten over how great the family is here, but she is so eternally grateful for the fact that this channel and this YouTuber, it works. Because she has 2 brand new hips to show for it in the last 2 years. And pain-free living is everything. And every step she takes, it's because of you guys. So thank you all for changing her life, changing mine. I hope I'm changing yours. Welcome to the party, pal. It's nice to have you all here. And thank you again for these thumbs ups. Thank you all for following me and being part of this phenomenal family. I love it. There's William right there, another member. Thanks, William, for coming in here. Man, am I mega grateful, without question. Mega grateful. 237 thumbs ups are now on display. 242 make it. They're coming in. 460 are here. Welcome, 460 viewers. The poll question is waiting for you. 482 votes now have been made. In 2024, SoFi shares will hit a high price of $15. 52% are saying it's going to hit 15 this year. $20 a share, 21%. It's going to break 25, 9% figure 25, but over 25, 18% are still saying, out of 486 people, 18% saying this stock is going to be over 25 a share by the end of this year. How about that? If you guys figured out how rich you are, have you guys done the math out there? How much you're worth if your stock hits $25 a share or $30 a share? Have you actually considered that at all in your calculations? Do you lie at home at night wondering how much you would be worth if the shares of SoFi were to hit 25 or $30 a share? Some of you may not quite realize just how much money that would mean. And again, I understand why, because so many of you have been just sitting here going, if it just breaks 10, man, just break 10. And some of you are going, 15. 15 is the number for me, man. If you can break 15, oh, my hopes and wishes, my dreams and everything will come true. I will be in such better shape. And Uncle Bruce is going to then guide me on how to write stock options, and I'll start bringing option premium in on this thing. This is going to be absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, maybe 15 a share is the number. Maybe that's true. But if it got to 25, what would your account be worth now? How much money would you now be in possession of if your shares were trading at $25 a share? I have a suspicion that some of you out there have averages under $7, and you would be up 400% on your investment. And I gotta wonder, that would be something else. Man, oh man, that could be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, look, 25 or more, please. Thank you. Anytime, I'm ready. Let's go. More than happy to see this the takeoff. Let's get on with it. That would be just delicious. I'm waiting. We'll see what gives. All right. So let's see what happens. All right. I don't know what else is going on. Anything else going on out there? I'm not sure. We're watching the markets right now. Up 10 on the Dow. Kind of quiet. We're up 11 on S&P. We're up 60 on NASDAQ. Oil down 19 cents a barrel. Inflation in Germany reaches a 2-year low as UK wage growth cools. That could be good news. We're about to get the CPI report here in the USA, and Larry Titus is just about to hit the bells, if he hasn't already, to start our session today. And that means a whole bunch of you are getting richer today, whether you know it or not. You're getting richer. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. Let's find out what this market has in store. I see the Dow up 130. Is that accurate? Is the CPI report a good one? Do let me know what you find across the wires. Some of you have news wires that really give you the deal. Larry Titus, are you ready? Steady? 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go. Right on, Larry. Thank you, buddy. Everybody is happy with Larry hitting the bells. We're up and running. My average cost on SoFi, $4.53, says Computer Whiz. That's my average cost. Richard Garland, Knights of Knee are kicking in. Bill, new Gold Bagel member, 10,000 shares at $7.20 average, looking to pay my house off thanks to Anthony Noto. Well, at $25 a share, it's 250 G's. At $30 a share, 300 grand. That for some folks, knocks off mortgages. You got that right. That is what I'm also very aware of with a number of you out there. Some of you have 40, 50,000 shares of this stuff, and at $30 a share, that's $1.5 million, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot of money. Hello. Indeed it is. Waiting for confirmation. We're up 112 on the Dow. We're up 23 in S&P. We're up in NASDAQ at 93. You must have good news on that CPI report. There must be good news on the CPI report. Does anyone know what it is saying? I'm looking for the CPI report. Stock market's future shrug off hotter than expected core inflation reading. Maybe it wasn't better. I don't know. Still rising above CPR target, it says. Gas, housing, transportation keep U.S. inflation elevated. And there we go. CPI report. Let's see if I can find it here. The consumer index climbed 0.4% last month, the government said, largely because of higher gas prices and housing costs. It's the largest increase in September. Economists polled by the Wall Street Journal had forecast a 0.4% advance. The rate of increase in the last 12 months in the CPI is edged up to 3.2 from 3.1. The more closely followed core rate that omits food and energy also rose 4.4%. And that was a tick above. So the 12-month core rate, though, slipped to 3.8 from 3.9. And the core CPI is seen as a better predictor. So it actually is a little better. It's not at 2%, but it's certainly not out of control, and it's certainly not an issue to worry about. So we're up a little bit to start the day. We're not down a ton, nothing like that. We're in much better shape. Well, we'll take that. We'll see how this reflects in the markets as we sort of settle in and get started with our day. Thank you all for being here this morning and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'm showing Rocket Lab off 21 cents, but I've got Sofi down 18, make it 17 now. GameStop down a nickel. Matterport is down a penny, 23 me, 3/4 of a penny. Spire down 32, ATIP down 26, SmartRent down 2 cents. Apple, however, the big boys, Apple's up 28, Goldman up 48, Cisco's up 14, Tesla down 184 at 175.93. ARC down 29 cents. Microsoft is up 4.70. Pfizer down 14. HBQ down 8. Google up $1. Amazon up $1. Nvidia up 17.79 to 8.75. Unity down 66 cents. AI is down 39. Adobe up $10. Spiders are up 191. Qs are up 167. Netflix up 63. IBM up $1. Meta is up 260, partially recovering from yesterday's loss. Vanik Semiconductors up $2. Home Depot up $2.29. Enphase down $2.38. Palantir down 44 cents at $24.91. Uber up 37 cents. Mixed bag on this market, but some of the big boys are higher this morning. Definitely moving higher. So we're watching that closely, of course. We're up 82 on the Dow, up 18.6 on S&P, up 69 points on NASDAQ. It's a 0.43% gain for the NASDAQ, 0.35% on S&P, and 0.22%, a fifth of a point for Dow, almost a quarter of a point. That is the story. I'm sticking to it. It's what I see happening so far. Opening volume on your Sofi this morning, 4.39 million shares, quiet. Not heavy at all. We're down 17 cents at 750, low at 746, and we'll see if we do a bounce off of this first thing in the morning low and see what's going on. We'll follow it from there. Nvidia holding at 872, Uber up 53 cents at $78 a share. Welcome everyone to the show from wherever you are. Giddy up. William wants to know, anybody can tell William, what platform would you suggest to write options for Canadians? All my SoFi stocks are with Simple, but they don't think they allow the right options. Anybody know? Let them know. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Nice to have you here. Waverly, my average is 653 on that SoFi stock. Yeah. Honeybee, my rate of return is a heck of a lot better now in my own hands under my own guidance. Uncle Bruce's lessons gave me knowledge and confidence. I'm happy to hear that. I really love these comments. When I see these, I'm going, yeah, baby. this I like to see. Thank you all, and congratulations, those of you who have come through here. Savage of Wall Street, how you doing? CPI comes in higher than expected. I knew it would, and so didn't buy back my covered calls last week. Another week of shrinkage. Maybe I'll feel like buying back this week. Maybe we'll see. Giddy up. Nice going. Stephen Jackson, I have property in the desert in California called Ocotillo Wells. Can't wait to retire and just trade out there. Rock and roll. That'd be great stuff, man. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you, all of you who have joined this channel. Those of you who have become subscribers to this channel, thank you so very much if you've become a subscriber. And again, thank you, those of you who have stepped up and have become members of this channel. We're in member-only content commentary now. Please become a member of this channel. Join this wonderful group of people, a lot of which will help you. If you have any questions for me, there are folks who put in their own answer, which is the correct answer before I can get to them, and that's A-okay with me. I don't mind that one bit. Thank you all for becoming part of the family. It's great having you. Let's see here. Giddy up. Thumbs up meter now. 200 and what? Here we go. 263. Thank you. 263 thumbs uppers. 529 people have now reacted to my poll question today. This is fantastic. 529 have answered the poll question. The question was, in 2024, SoFi shares will hit a high price of, and the answers are 15, 20, 25, or over $25 a share. 53% seem to believe that SoFi will reach $15. That'll be the high of the year, $15. 20% figure the high of the year will be 20. 9% think the high of the year will be 25. And 18% of respondents are thinking will be over 25 a share for the high of the year. That's in the next 8.5 months. Very, very interesting. I love this. Thank you all so very much. Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, some Unity $35 January 2025 covered calls. I sold for $11 a bit ago. I wrote those for $11 each, $1,100 a contract. Yep, those are $3.48 right now. $348 stinkers. I'm going to buy them back. I got a stink bid to buy them back at $175. Laughing out loud. Not bad. If you can buy them back for $175 each, having sold them for $1,100 each, I call that making money. Indeed, I do. Nicely done. John Sinclair says, I use Questrade, or you can use IBKR, International Brokers. William, thank you. Alberto, very appreciated. Vilbus just wrote a SoFi January 17 expiry 2025, a $10 cash secured put for $3.38 in cash. So you put up $1,000 and got $338 back for an upfront trade on this deal. If the shares trade at $10 a share by next January, these puts are worthless, and Vilbus can keep all $338, which is 33.8% return on his $1,000 investment for 8.5 months. Make it 9 months. Not a bad return, I would say. And he doesn't have to own any shares to do this. If you have $2,000, you could write 2 of these contracts and bring in $676. You have 10 grand, you can write 10 of these and bring in $3,380 in cash today, immediately into your account. You can do whatever you want with that $3,300. Up to you. You could buy more stock with it. You can write other cash secured puts on the exact same thing or on something else. There's all kinds of things to do. Honeybee, there is a Discord channel many of us hang out in. A lot of specific questions can get an answer in as well. If you'd like to become a member of our Discord channel and you're a member of this channel, send me an email. Private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com, and just say, Bruce, I'm a member, a Gold Bagel member of your channel. I'd love to get into the Discord group, and I'll send you some info so you can join these guys, and then you can talk about me or about this channel or about trades with the fellow viewers. We can have you do that. Good stuff. Well done, everybody. All right, let's move on. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Well done, Vilbus, on that trade. Thank you, John, says William. Alberto, William, you are welcome. Now let's get this dinero. We have Honda Rider 78 has become a member of this channel. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce. Welcome, Honda Rider. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. By all means, say hi, and people say hi back to you for sure. We're now running 272 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 446 of you are here. 539 votes are in on the poll question. Get your vote in there, and we'll keep that going. Honeybee says, Honda Rider, welcome. Brian, I'm number 270, Bruce. Good morning, everybody. Vilbus, nice right on that contract. Not a lurker saying, welcome to Honda Rider. Alberto, Honda, welcome. Is that a 78 CB750? I learned on that bike. Now we got bikers talking biker talk. Oh, here we go. Look out. William, where is the Discord group? Send me a private email, and I will get you. I'll get you info over there, and then you can join them as well. Congratulations, everybody. Welcome, Honda Rider, to the channel. Welcome, all of you noobs, to the channel. Great to have you here. Hang out here with this family here. Grab some classes from time to time. There are 17 of them. Start at number 1. Each class builds on the next class. You can write options while you're taking the classes, and you get smarter at it, smarter at it, smarter at it. You earn while you learn. You can do that as well. The classes are $150 each. You can buy one at a time whenever you want. And away you go. So there you have it. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. Bobby. I just started another 2-week spread on ELF on its dip yesterday. Brought in a 201, and I wrote a 160, 175 spread, hoping my 185, 170 bought back today for 6 cents. Oh, loving that. He bought back his spread for 6 cents. He's created a new one for 201. So he brought in $201 and gave back $6. You love this. Bobby, nice job. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. You got it, William. John Sinclair. Uncle Bruce, what did you vote on the poll? I didn't vote the poll. I wrote the poll. But I'm not sure. I would sure like to see it over 25. I would love that. Give me these quarterly earnings, first week of April, then July, October, January. Give me these earnings, and this stock is gone. Boy, S&P 500 inclusion possibilities. Yeah, I like that. New member says, Bill, do you send that email on your webpage? Did you send that email on your webpage? Did you, or did I see that webpage? Did you send me an I'm not sure what this means. Bill, help me. If you got my email address, you can just send me an email anytime you want. Non-worker, phew, all these Gold Bagel members going to be a lively Wednesday night. Yes, prime time live, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Come on in, Gold Bagel members. Bobby, that's 5 cents. Started at $1.50 a week ago. Flint Creek, with Sofi enough downward movement, rise, I say. Non-worker, Bill McDaniel. Email Uncle Bruce. Alberta, geesh, my Teslas are delicious. Might write next set to assignment in the money to snatch more Sofi while it's down here. Bobby, 6 cents. Ryan, with Sofi's new deal, do you think that will come out with revised numbers before earnings? I don't know. It's possible. But I don't know if this deal will change the first quarter's finances enough. I have a feeling that this deal definitely affects the next quarter. Definitely. But this one, the deal closed almost halfway through the last month of the quarter. So I'm not sure. But they may well come up with a revised number. William, Alberto, I need to learn about options first. Patience and knowledge will surely bring more dinero level. Thinking I'm taking Uncle Bruce's classes. Good move. It's the way to go, buddy, for sure. You can take 1 class a week or 2 a week, whatever time you want to put into it. BZ, 0 chance tomorrow evening is as good as last Wednesday. 0 chance tomorrow evening is as good as last Wednesday. Oh, I see that the show won't be as good as last week. I see. Well, we'll find out. Stick around. Let's see what we can do. Giddy up. 739 on Sofi. Opportunity knocks to write cash secured puts today. Absolutely knocks. There are articles going on all the time about SoFi's open interest levels on options. How many options are being written? How many are out there? How many are puts? How many are calls? They talk about the bias of the market and how some people think that the options market is telling them the shares are going lower. Some are saying, no, the shares are going to go higher. Then there's the odds, and then there's the probabilities. And it's a never ending show. What I say is, if you write cash secured puts on SoFi and you do it correctly, you will bring in so much premium over and above the book value. If you write 10s, they're worth $260 right now, and you can bring in $340. That's 80 cents of premium time money that's going to depreciate. That's a dime a month of depreciation being handed to you. Obviously, if you write 7s and you bring in $1.50, $1.60 for 7s, you're bringing in over 20% of the money you need to write these puts. And it's all worthless. It's only worth the time factor. And so this is how you write cash secured puts. You write from a position of a win position where you've got this premium coming in that's over and above any value, and that makes you a winner automatically. And so away we go. Now, shares can fluctuate. Yeah, sure, of course. They can go up, they can go down. But between now and January 2025 or 2026, there are people out there willing to give you money that want to say, I would like to sell you stock if necessary at $7 a share until 2026. I'll give you money up front for that privilege. You got to take that money. You got to take that money. Shares reach $10 a share. You've written $7 puts. Oh my God, those puts are a third of their value. Score, home run for you. Nicely done. Giddy up. Alberto William, his one-on-ones are a fast-track way of getting into rights as well. One-on-ones are a great way for me to help get to know you, but I will admit the best way to go is take about 4, 5, 6 classes. Get those under your belt. You can watch them again and again and again. Once you get a class, you can watch it a million times. And get yourself familiarized with the lingo around here, what they are saying to me and to each other. You're going to become part of this active family. Become a member of the channel, and you can send me a question anytime. Join me Wednesday nights if you're a Gold Bagel member. Absolutely. Take the classes, and once you tinker a little bit, you might write a contract here, a couple over there, try a little of this. You'll be part of the Discord group. You'll follow the members there. You'll follow what they're talking about. You might commiserate with one or two and figure out, I'll try that on my stock. And then you want to do a one-on-one with me. And then we can have an hour and 20 minutes. They always run more than an hour, but we'll get through what you need to understand. I will make sure before the hour is over that you're going to say to yourself, I should have paid them double that. I got $1,000 of information for this $400 thing. This is awesome. Look, if I can help you write 10 contracts and you make $1 a contract in shrinkage, you've made $1,000. There's 6 classes. There's 4 classes and one one-on-one right there. Just, you will use this information for the rest of your life. You only have to pay for it one time. So the return is pretty damn good if you want to give it a shot. And you could change your life completely and no longer be beholden to anyone. You're independent. You're now independent. The freedom that gives you will just change everything. It'll improve your health. It'll improve your diet. You'll probably lose weight. You'll probably be more active physically for health purposes. You might sleep better. You might find your stress levels are actually lower because of all the pressures you're involved with right now that have nothing to do with you. You're carrying the weight of your company that you're working for on your back for garbage money. Ridiculous. No. That's not part of the plan here. You want to get all the rewards for your hard efforts. You should get all the rewards, not one sliver of a sliver. But it's up to you. You have to want it. You have to want to make the change in your life. Oh, this is so much fun. William, thank you for the tips, Alberto. Very appreciated. Brian, so I'm late. CPI data was obviously not good. Rugman must have come as the markets are nice and red right now. Well, we're down 5 points on the Dow. That's all. We were up right off the bat from it. It wasn't terrible at all, actually. JL, I wrote the SoFi, $10 Jan 25 for $350 a contract. So that's a 9-month contract. You got $350 for every contract. Put up $1,000 and got $350 back. Man, that's good stuff. The contract's worth $260 in book value. He got $350. That's 90 cents time depreciation right there. That's nice. Way to go. What else is going on here? Tran, start with lesson number 1 right there. That's it. Right. That's all you need to know. Savage of Wall Street. Boeing whistleblower John Barton has been found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And just as Boeing is about to get grilled and investigated deeply because of horrible engineering, time to buy puts or time to watch for that stock. I don't recommend buying contracts, but on the Boeing side, you can definitely write credit spreads. Call credit spreads on Boeing might be the way to go, because I don't see the stock taking off to the skies or anything like that. It's 185.02. We were hanging on to 200 up until last week. I would say 210s to 220s, 210s to 230s, somewhere in that range. Right at 210, buy a 230 spread. April, I'd look into those to see what kind of credit spread you can get on that, because I don't see Boeing going to $220 a share anytime soon with what's coming up. What can I say? Alberto, SoFi, dip, baby, dip. Just come on down, SoFi. I want you down here. I want to get more. I want to get this at a cheap price. There are those who love SoFi but want to get more. 742 down 26 cents on SoFi, 741. The low trade of the day, 738, and our volume now is 9.1 million. Are we going to get a snap rally on SoFi at any time? That could happen, but at the moment, 741 is where we are. All right. Giddy up, everybody. Here's a headline. The Social Security cost of living adjustment could be 25% smaller than last year's living adjustment. Here's what I have to say about that. And it's unfortunate for some. There are a number of people out there, a high number of people out there, who rely on Social Security to survive. And I desperately don't want any of those people to be my viewers. I want my viewers to look at their Social Security check as spending money. I don't want them to look at it as rent money, food money, survival money. I want it looked at as, it's a nice little check that comes in every month or so. I want you to be self-reliant, so well off on your own that you don't have to worry about what the politicians are going to do with it, because they're going to do something with it. You either have to wait longer to get it, or they're going to tax back more of it, depending on what you do. Something is going to happen with Social Security. I don't want you to be addicted to that. That's why I work so hard on this channel, to help you build your wealth and income, to not be a Social Security dependent. Is that possible? Fool of a Tookus here, Bruce. I was reading an article on Yahoo about the anticipated CPI. They had the audacity to say that the market had already priced in no rate change in March. Have they forgotten the record highs? Fool of a Took, hello and welcome from Not a Lurker. Fool, at the end of 2023, when they priced in 6 rate cuts, we haven't even pulled back from those expectations. And they think we forgot to talk about an 8-second attention span. Exactly, my friend. You got it. This market is priced to perfection and is overcooked, in my opinion, and it could well be, and certainly in certain areas. As an option writer, you can care, but you don't have to worry about it, because if you're an option writer, you actually don't even have to own a single share to be an option writer. This is a misconception that people who aren't familiar with options have. A lot of people in the option trading world out there, they think you have to own stock to be able to write an option contract. You don't. And if you don't wish to own stock in any company, you just want to remain very liquid with capital, cash, you're happy getting interest from your broker, best interest rate you can get, you just want to use the marginability of the money, the power of the capital to write cash secured puts to bring in more cash, That's a way to go. Or to use the capital to write credit spreads to bring in more capital to earn interest on. Or to purchase deep in the money call options on a stock you like, long lasting leaps, and write options on the options. That's called poor man covered call writing. We have a class on that. That's another way to utilize your capital without actually owning stock. There's many ways to play this. This is not a simple just, let's just write some options. No, there's much more to it. The business is a $5 trillion a month turnover business. Just to kind of put it in perspective, this thing is huge, very big, and the hundreds of billions of dollars generated in profits by traders is incredible. Most of the money is made by the writers, and the writers are institutions, generally speaking. They are hedge funds, they are pension funds, mutual funds, ETFs, banks, all kinds of other institutions. And then there are retail investors who write options as well. And you guys make up 0.5% of the market. Like it's a sliver of the full gamut of option writers. It's a huge business, and you will not affect it with your participation. You really won't. It's the kind of business where you can take out $50,000 a month in profits, and you aren't making a dent in anyone's wallet out there. So don't think you're stealing from poor people or anything like that. You're just taking money off an existing market that is humongous and growing at an exponential rate. I just read an article yesterday. I just mentioned an article yesterday on this channel talking about options trading in India. The country of India, $4 trillion of turnover is happening on options. Huge. They're coming to America, people. They're trading options on Indian stocks, and their platforms, it's only a matter of time where platforms in India will allow them to trade options in North America. And they're coming. This money is coming in, and they're going to be buying contracts, and the premiums are going to be higher. You've got to be ready to receive all this capital. That's just India. Then add Indonesia, add the Philippines, add Malaysia, add African countries. Well, I'm talking about billions of people where millions can trade options. I'm not talking about billions of poor people coming in, nothing like that. But I'm talking about India with 250 million middle-class people growing exponentially to 300 million to 350 million. There's option traders coming, baby. And it's happening elsewhere too. And you've got to be in the market to make it work for you. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Fool of a Token Lurker, welcome to you as well. Bill McDaniel, I think I'm about to take my first class or two. I want to be in our RV writing options and enjoying life. And there you go. You're not the only one. I have RVers that are definitely writing options. I have travelers who are now what we call slow travelers. They spend a month or two in a country, and then they travel to another country, spend a month or two. Some folks are Airbnb-ing a month at a time in apartments around the world and slow traveling that way. And they're taking their computer with them, they're taking their phone with them, and they're trading. By the way, Dow's up 106 points. We just had a surge in the market. This game is wide open, people. Honeybee, Fool of a Took, agreed. When I first heard of this new thing called the Magnificent Seven, it sounded like a red flag being oddly hyped up. Beach Boy is in the house. These politicians just raised the VAT here from 17 to 18% in Israel. Wake up and smell the coffee, people. I love the smell of options writing in the morning. Not a lurker. Beach Boy, Uncle Primo. Beach Boy, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Beach Boy, for being here. Thank you, all of you, for being here. 414 of you are here right now. Thanks for the participation today. Make sure to hit the poll question here. 609 of you now, 609, have answered the poll question. And when you do that, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button at the same time while you're hitting that poll question. And let me know that you're enjoying the content. The poll question today is, in 2024, SoFi shares will hit a record high price of $15, 20, 25, or over 25. We've got 53% of you saying the high price for the year on SoFi will be $15. 22% are saying it's going to be 20. 9% of you are saying it's going to be 25. And 18%, no, 16% now are saying it's going to be over 25 a share this year in 2024. That's what we think. And today and right now, at this moment, the stock is 747, down 21 cents a share. Now it's 748. The low of the day, 738. We're now at 748, and we're still down 21 cents on SoFi. How long it'll stay down here, I don't know. 10,400,000 traded. This can turn around into positive territory in minutes at any time. We have 291 thumbs ups coming in now, going for 300. We have 617 votes on the poll question. Thank you all for participating on both sides of this show of mine. It's much appreciated, very much. 299 on the thumbs up meter. We're going for 300 plus. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you for those of you who have become new members of this channel. You've become a Gold Bagel member. You've become Chilling with Uncle Bruce members. Thank you for those of you who are renewing your memberships automatically, upgrading your memberships to gold level status. Wednesday night, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, prime time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only. Become part of the family there. You can ask me anything you want. The markets are closed. We can go over spreads, trades, whatever you want. Looking forward to seeing you for that. Oh, giddy up, everybody. Giddy up. Boy, I'd like to see the results at the end of the year on this poll. How is that stock? How did the stock do in 2024? Yes, baby. 15 is the high. 20 would be the high. 25. Would you be rich at 25 a share? Would you be rich at 30 a share? Think about that. If you could start writing call options on your SoFi because they went up in price, and you could bring in, I don't know, could you bring in $2 a month in shrinkage once you started writing options? Have you calculated how much money a month that would be? If you brought in $2 a month on your SoFi shares, how much money a month would you be bringing in from your SoFi call option premiums? Is that enough to quit your day job? Could that replace your paycheck easily? Would that add to your 401k, your IRA? Would that add to your investment account? Would that make a mega difference in your future? If you could write, just think about that. $2 a month coming in for the next 50 months, 4 years. How much money would that bring into you? Have you thought about that? Giddy up. Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, I bought the RXRX in January for $9.51. It went up. Then I sold a $12.50 covered call for April. I took in $3. Stock went up. I rolled to August for $2. Kept going. I rolled to Jan 25 plus $2. Moved to Jan 26, 15s for 3 more. Now SP is $10 again. Took in all this cash while the stock did all that movement. Is this legal? I made like $10 in premiums on a stock I paid $9 for. Laughing out loud. That's crazy because it's back to around where I originally bought it. And that's the beauty of being an option writer. It really doesn't matter if the stock does much once you start writing options because you're now bringing income in. That if you could write call options on your SoFi at $2 a month income to you for the next 50 months, have you done the math as to how much money you'd haul in without buying any more shares or doing it? Just bringing in the cash and parking it or putting it into something else. Have you thought about that? Have you figured out how much that would be? I think for some of you, it would shock you. Cody, hey, Bruce, I'm hearing that this SoFi deal isn't finalized yet. Was I confused? I thought this thing was done. I think it's done. I've read so much about Anthony Noto and now understand so much more where SoFi is going, says Bill. He's a graduate of West Point and Army Ranger School. These are top tier folks. They make things happen. That's right. That's right. Uncle Bruce, if I brought in $2 a month on SoFi shares, I would exceed your 30,000 month expectation that you have for me. I'd make more than 30,000 a month. I'm keeping my SoFi on which I'll write options. There you go. There you go. Now you can imagine 50 months of 30,000 a month or more. That's $1.5 million. Yeah, that's serious money. That's starting to that would change people's lives around here, unbelievably. I mean, you got 5,000 shares of SoFi out there, guys. You get 5,000 shares, and you're bringing in $2 a month. That's 10,000 a month for 50 months. 10,000 times 50, $500,000 from SoFi for the next 50 months. Hello? Would that help? Would that help? I would say that would help. Indeed. We're up 64 on the Dow. We have a gain right now of about 23 on S&P, 100 points on NASDAQ. We got the Dow rallying on gains from 3M and IBM, apparently, the headlines are saying. 751 on SoFi now. We've climbed again on SoFi. We're down just 17 cents. The low is 738. We're at 751 on SoFi right now, going up 11.3 million volume. Not a lot, and it's dried out. Well, whoever was getting out got out and was gone. Done, finished, next, move on. But I don't believe I believe the deal is a done deal. I thought I saw and read the SEC filing on Friday. I think it's a done deal. Let's go. Giddy up, everybody. Let's have some fun. Making the moolah. Just double checking something on my end over here. There we go. And let's see what that says. Okay, let's see what that's. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here, and here. Okay, look at this. And looking over there. Yeah, it's been done. On March the 8th, the company closed its previously announced private offering of notes. It's done. It's a done deal. I don't know where you're getting this from. That financing is finished, and it was done on Friday night, as I reported. And yeah, we're fine. We're all through this deal, and we're moving on. All right, now we can go to 1454 and beyond. Take us beyond. Okay. Bill McDaniel, this deal is only one piece of Noto's plan. He has a playbook to get the company on the S&P 500. We're just along for the ride. I know. You're right on that. Cody, thank you. Let me go crush those stupid rumors real quick. Not a lurker, JR, nice. Yeah, they filed this Friday night as a done deal. It's over. It's in the SEC filings. So, what can I say? Are nobody? Can your covered calls be called away at any time, even if they are long dated? Oh yeah, sure, yeah. If you've written, you wrote a call on a stock that's trading at $20, and you've written a $25 call, and the stock is trading at $22, you could be called away at 25, which would be like insane. But if the stock's trading at 26 and you wrote $25 calls and they have a year and a half to go, you could be called at any time. You could be taken out at 25 and you get to keep the premium. If you brought in a $5 premium because you wrote a year and a half call, you keep the $5, you get the $25, you got $30, it's trading at 26, turn around, buy it at 26 and write 30s. Thank you very much. Yeah. Marcus, I am number 309 on that thumbs up meter, Bruce. Thank you, Marcus. We're putting us way up there. Bringing them in. Thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, you can get called at any time. And I have viewers who want to be called. They want to be taken out. They bought stock at, like on AI, they buy stock at $27. They wrote $28 calls. They got taken out at 28 because they got $3 premium. They end up with a $31 hit. They turned around at 29, bought them back, wrote 30s. Got 3 for those. Got a week later, 2 weeks later, got taken out. They got 30 plus the 3, $33. They're turning around. It's trading at 30, 31. They buy them back. They're now writing 31s, 32s, getting $3 in premiums again and again and again. They're getting taken out. They don't care. They're happy because you keep the premiums and the strike price. Giddy up. Yeah, why not? Alberto G is a new member. Who is that? Gold bagel level, Alberto G. Is that my Alberto? Or is that another Alberto? I'm not sure. No, it's not Alberto Berti. It's another Alberto. It's Alberto Part 2. It's the son of Alberto. It is the is this Alberto Jr.? I'm not sure, but welcome Alberto to the gold level membership level of this channel. You're joining the other Alberto, and congratulations! 314 thumbs ups are now in the house. 645 votes have been made on our poll question about will the SoFi shares. What will the high be for the SoFi shares? 15, 20, 25, or over 25? Check out those results. 314 thumbs ups have been registered last I've seen. Thank you all so very much to this channel. The crowd goes wild for JR, says Lurker. Alberto G, another Alberto? Dude, nice. Junior, way to go. Not a Lurker, Alberto G. Mandu, welcome. Where's that? Mandu, welcome part 2, Alberto. Dude, Alberto G. JR, no, not another Alberto. What will we do? What do we got here? Glad I found your channel, says Are Nobody. Dude, Alberto Part 2 Electric Boogaloo Mandu Lafala, we have topped off. And White Feather, will the real Alberto please stand up? Waverly, I'm seeing double here. Four Albertos. What's going on here? Giddy up. I don't know if someone's behind me or not. Is that Auntie Jen at the door back there? Maybe not. I don't know. I thought I heard my door opening behind me. Beach Boy, not enough piles for those dancers. Worlds collide. The Savage of Wall Street. Yes, Uncle Bruce, I want to be taken out of these RXRX shares. Take them. Made over 100% of 10 SP in premiums already. Now I can sell them for 15 when I paid $9.51 for it. I'll take the 15 grand to cash secured puts on SoFi. Away we go. Here we go. Not a worker. Worlds are colliding. Hector, Uncle Bruce, how confusing would it be if we all called ourselves Alberto? I mean, an Alberto divided amongst itself cannot survive. This is worlds colliding, Jerry. Waverly, Ghost, not a lurker. Two dads, double inheritance. Oh my gosh, we have Albertos in the house. Welcome every and all Albertos to the channel. Nice to have you all here. All right. Fun times. We're up 82 on the down. We're back up again, kids. This little sell-off is over. We're green. S&P up 24. NASDAQ up 98. We got green here on the big markets. Now we'll see what happens to the rest of the market. Look at NVIDIA up 20 bucks. 878. It's not giving it back today. It did yesterday. Not giving it back now. Interesting. Uber up 48, holding its own. SoFi 746. Can we climb to 760, 770 again? I bet you we will. GameStop down 20. Rocket Lab down 16 cents. AI down 45. The spiders are up 220. The Qs are up 211. So they're moving right up. Apple down 62 cents, but coming on. It's coming back up. Apple cut down to 171. It's 172.13. It might break through the break even again. Enphase down 495. AMD down 111. Adobe holding an 823 gain. Netflix down just 22 cents. Tesla down 368. Matterport down 2 cents. Smart Rent down 3. Owens Corning up $1.50. ATIP up 16. Unity down 110. Google up 64 cents. Moderna down $1.40. Cisco down 12. Pfizer down 50. IBM up 389 now. 195.60. IBM rocking higher. HPQ up 3. Microsoft up 579. That sell-off might be over. ME down 2 cents. Amazon up 283. Home Depot up 240. Vanica is up 177. Goldman Sachs up 48. Boeing down $8. Meta up $10. Coming back from that $22 loss yesterday. Meta Platforms, Facebook now up $11. Target up 25 cents. JP Morgan up 15. Costco up $17. A snapback recovery. Walmart up 49. Disney up a penny. American Airlines down 53 cents. AMC down 1 penny. DraftKings down, it's up 37. Royal Caribbean up 80 cents at 128.60. So we got a mixed bag, but I think the markets are turning green. They're slowly but surely turning more positive than negative overall, and it's beginning to show as I'm beginning to see red stocks are in the pennies red. Greens are in the dollars green. That's what seems to be going on right now. NVIDIA, 876. Could it go to 900 today? Yeah. Will it? That's the question. It's up 20 big ones right now. Interesting stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Welcome all. Lorraine, let's fly. Beach Boy, not a lurker, seen double, and that's the last I remember. Doctor, dude, the G is for Ghost. Alberto, I'm holding, Alberto G, I'm holding 95,000 shares of SoFi. I need some help with options. There you go. Dude, welcome, sir. Not a lurker's laughing out loud. Bobby Spire seems to be getting stepped on here. Not a lurker. Uncle Primo laughing out loud. Dude, Walberto, Bobby, perhaps like Oprah, they are getting a capped call transaction as well. Not a lurker. Alberto, worlds are colliding. Our nobody guessed the CPI was good. Not a lurker. Not a lurker. Dude, face laughing out loud. Welcome everybody. We're up 92 on the Dow now. Nvidia up $21. Uber up 54 cents. 747 on SoFi. 746, 747 right now. GameStop down just 18 cents. And Rocket Lab down 15 cents. So we're getting a little better here. Not a lurker. Alberta the second. Not a lurker. There can only be one. Not a lurker anymore. There you go. Well, we'll find out how many Albertos we actually have around here. But I know the premium, the primo number one Alberto. I know who that is. Thank you all for being here. Premium Crunch says, dude, Premium Crunch. Giddy up 748, going for 750 on SoFi again. Here we go. SoFi volume is approaching 13 million, just over 13. The high of the day, 769. The low, 738. We're at 748. Up a dime from the low, and we seem to be coming on a little bit on SoFi. 749. Yep, just went up another penny. 749 on SoFi. Okay, a little better. NVIDIA 877.70 up 1996. The high on NVIDIA today 882, just under that mark right now. 14.6 million traded on NVIDIA. Market cap $2.19 trillion right now on NVIDIA. Giddy on up. Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce, late last month, I sold 5 Unity $30 covered calls for January 2025, and I took in 975. Now, they went underwater briefly because the stock went up, but now I'm feeling good since these are now around $480 a contract. Stink bits to buy them back, $3. Give them nothing. Take $6.75 off the table. $675 times 5 contracts. $3,375. Is that the math? Something like that. Not bad. Splair, thanks for the good show. I'm wishing you all a relaxed day. Splair, thank you, buddy. You have a great day yourself in Dortmund, my man. Great to have you here, as always, watching these markets as we are following a ton of stuff here happening all at the same time. And that's how this market is. That's how this world operates. Giddy up, everybody. What can I say? We're watching a lot of stuff here and having some fun doing it. Welcome all to the party. Interest rates right now, the U.S. 10-year is showing 4.14%, a little higher from the 4.10, but not too much. And the U.S. dollar is been lower today for a while, but now the euro is backing up a little, and so is the pound. Euro is 109.1, and the pound is now 127.6. It's down slightly on the session, just in the last half an hour or so. The U.S. dollar has gained a little bit of movement here. A Beach Boy is saying, may I remind you people, Savage is the original gentle soul. Dude, a lovely market day. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Shrinkage abounds. Spreads, calls, puts, all shrinking. Bill McDaniel, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all you do. Thank you, kids, for all of you being here all day today. We got about 11 minutes to go on our show today. We're approaching, we've broken 300 thumbs ups, and we're going higher here through 300. We're into the 326 level now. Thank you for that. 663 people have responded to the poll question today. The high of the year for SoFi, $15, 53%, very steady, are saying the high for the year will be 15. $20 high, 22% of you are saying that. $25 high, 9%, and over $25 a share, 16% of you are saying it's going to be over 25. They don't know. They don't. They're talking about the people are saying, you think it's going 15? It's going to be over 25. Very interesting. Well, I'd love that. I don't think anyone would mind if it were to do that. I don't think anyone would mind at all if the shares were to go over 25 a share on your SoFi. Do not see tears around here for anything like that. Giddy up. 749 on SoFi right now. Trying to get back to 750. Here it is. 750. We just broke into 750 territory after hitting 738 for the low. So we'll see if we break through that right now. Welcome all. Brian, Uncle Bruce, it is so fun when other YouTubers give shout outs to you. Maybe your plain English ways are actually understandable. Again, I thank all other YouTubers for what they do. They work hard. Some YouTubers out there do some really good work when it comes to their displays and their charting and all this. It's fantastic. They do a lot of research, and I love it when some refer to me in a positive way. Honored. I'm thrilled to hear. And I shout out to all YouTubers out there who are financial YouTubers. This is not easy work because the playing field keeps changing. The goalposts keep shifting. We're watching all kinds of stuff at the same time, and we're locked in. When we make a video, boom, it's done, and now we're judged on it. No matter what the market does after we get off the air, it's kind of tough sometimes to be caught with something like that. But we do the best we can. 117-point gain on the Dow, kids. We're up again. Very interesting. We're up 120 on the Dow. We're up 30 on the S&P. We're up 114 now on NASDAQ. So we're climbing here. Lorraine, yes. Let's source as Lorraine. Alberto Berti Vilas. Another Alberto laughing out loud. There's another one. The call is coming from within the house. Oh, no. The big T, Alberto Apocalypse. Alberto Coppel. Oh, no. Giddy up. All right. NVIDIA up $22 now to $8.79. Uber up 76 cents, 78.23. SoFi 752, 753 on SoFi. We're down 15 cents now. We've broken out of that 750 barrier, right through it like a hot knife through soft butter. Right through it there, baby. Climbing on your SoFi now. Down 15, but we were down 30, and now we're down 15. GameStop is only down 8 cents. GameStop 14.35, about to go green here. Rocket Lab 432.5, down 15.5. Slight recovery coming there as well. 135-point gain on the Dow. Make it 141 on the Dow. It's definitely climbing. It's up 0.37%. S&P is up 0.64. The NASDAQ is up 0.79 of a percentage point. We are climbing on all three major markets right now. Oil up 20 cents a barrel at the moment at 78.09. SoFi 754, another penny higher at the moment, down just 14 cents. So SoFi trying to climb back into 755, 760 range. Congratulations, cash secured put writers. If you were able in the last half hour to write these with the stock down here, well done. Dips are good. What can I say? You know what Alberto says? He's not a pile dancer, so no, nothing to worry about there. Lorraine, the offspring of Alberto. Alberto G, get his classes to start or get ready to write. For now, stick with cash secured puts. Alberto's advice to Alberto. And there you are. Thank you, Alberto Verdi. Love it. Alberto Berti Vils, love it. All right, we're at 150 on the Dow Jones, 158. We're still climbing. We're going higher. 142 gain on NASDAQ, a 36-point gain on S&P. We've got movement here. SoFi 754, 755 on SoFi. Here it is, another penny higher. We're climbing. We're down 12 cents on SoFi. So there you go. 14.38 now on GameStop, down 5 cents. That's all. just down 5 on GameStop. Rocket Lab just climbed a penny again. AI down just 22 cents. We're climbing. Spiders are up 3.45. Qs are up 3.50. Apple down 31 cents. That wants to go green. It wants to go green. Enphase down 4.70. AMD up 8 cents. Adobe up 10.71. Netflix up 1.73. The Tesla shares got down to 172.41. We're now 175.26. We're climbing on Tesla. We're still down 250, but we're coming on pretty quick right now on Tesla shares. Smart Red up 1.5. Unity down 88. Google up 86. Moderna down 93 cents. Cisco down 7. Pfizer down 43. IBM up 4.30. Big day there. Really good day. 4.30 a share on IBM. Microsoft up 8.30. This is a nice move. The high of the all-time for Microsoft, 4.20 a share, 420.82. We're at 412.80. We're coming in within $8 of the all-time high, and we're up 8 today on Microsoft. Microsoft is making a move. It's at $3 trillion valuation now, Microsoft. So coming on. Interesting. 4.13 a share. All right. Amazon up 3.60. Home Depot up 2.40. Vanning Vector's up 2.40. Goldman up 82 cents. Boeing still down 7.70. Meta up $12 to 4.95. The 52-week high on Meta, which I think is the all-time high, 5.23. We're at 4.95. Trying to get back into that 5 level. Climbing $12 right now. All right. Woo-wee. Lorraine, you know what? He brings a whole posse with him. Alberto, Lorraine, laughing at that. I see the resemblance. Watch out. Uh-oh, I got trouble. Watch out there, taking over. Here comes somebody coming into the room. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. The gig's
I heard
up.
you say watch out.
Watch out, gig's up. Behave yourselves.
Behave yourselves, everybody.
She's in the room. Watch out, she's here.
The call is coming from inside the room.
X-Day on what you were saying, Jen is in the room. How you doing there, Jen?
Good, how are you?
Just fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
We're behaving ourselves.
Absolutely. I expect no
Well, thanks for coming in, Jen. It was great having you. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Are you guys misbehaving on a Tuesday already?
You know what? I think folks are making money around here.
Oh, no way.
I think people around here are making even more money than before. These option writers keep coming back for more, and
What
these
is
option
that
gamblers
about?
keep handing it over like stupid people.
See?
It's beautiful. We were down on the Dow and up on the Dow. Now we're up 177, high of the day and climbing. So we're moving up on the Dow. We're up 37 on S&P. That's the high of the day, and now Nasdaq is up almost 150. I think that's close to the high of the day.
Get some of our favorites moving.
Yeah. Sofi was down at one point for a moment. $7.38, 8 print, but we're now at 752, 755 range, climbing. GameStop was down 20, 30 cents. We're now only down 6 cents. So we're climbing out of that. So the markets are coming on a bit here with the Dow now up 180 points. There is serious money coming into this market. And when the Dow jumps 20 points, there's dough coming in here. Yeah, we're moving up. Giddy up, everybody. Yeah, what do we got here? We got comments coming in here. Okay. Alberto Bertie Villas. This is the original Alberto. We have another Alberto.
Another Alberto?
Yeah, but the first Alberto. Auntie Jen, how you doing?
How you doing, original?
How you doing, original Alberto?
Oh, jeez.
How you doing?
I don't know what that was. Did you just have like a little seizure?
It was a little nap I wanted to get. I thought, there's a little thing. I'll just nail it. And then I nailed my coffee.
See?
Crisis.
Alberto, look what you did. You get him so excited to see his idiot nephew that he just loses all control.
What can I say? Been trying to drink my coffee all morning with little success. I can't finish these things because it's hot and it's a big cup and whatever. We're good. All right, dude. Auntie Jen, Richard. Auntie Jen, good morning.
Dude,
Alberto,
Richie.
Joey's voice. Alberto says,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Stan Rogers fans unite. Says, dude.
Stan Rogers. I was actually in a place called the Last Bookstore in LA the other day, looking through the folk section just in case there's one out there I didn't have. But there wasn't.
She has all the albums.
I have.
She's got all the Stan Rogers.
I got to start collecting garnet. See them.
JR, peeps, take the classes. When you get to the rollover class, you will learn what it takes to turn negative results back to positive.
Yes.
NVIDIA put credit spreads not doing well 3 days out. Roll today. Susan Shops, rolling my 6 NVIDIA put credit spread. 630, 650. June 21, traded the $650 right for June 21, 725s, then closed June 21, 630s, and bought and traded up to June 21, 700s, rolled up to 348 credit. Good move. Stock 883. I think it's a good move.
Yeah. Susan Shops, she knows.
Susan Shops is getting smarter. She's getting smarter, and she's getting better and more confident. And she's now being able to roll up her put credit spreads, bring in a larger credit, which means more money in her hands. This is the name of the game, and you're doing 6 at a time. You bring in $100 more per spread. That's $600. You bring in 200 more, you're bringing in 1,200. You bring in 300 more, you're bringing in 1,800 more money. That pays credit card bills. That pays off IOUs. That takes care of little things like we need new tires for the car. We got to replace the TV. Let's get ourselves a 75-inch television for $700, $800.
And you take what the market gives you.
You
roll with the way the market wants.
That's right. JR was able to move out in time, down in strike, pull an extra premium. Thanks for the plain English lessons, Uncle Bruce. There you go. Larry Titus, good morning, Auntie Jen. Not a lurker, Auntie Jen. Blair.
And not a lurker.
Before I leave, I'm wishing Jen a relaxed day as well.
Talks there.
Touchgrass thumbs ups here. Not a lurker. Hello, Auntie Jen. Let's go. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. Let's M&G. We need another Outback Day. We got to do a meet and greet.
I know.
We have to. We're going to look at our calendar later today. We're going to try to figure something out. Not a lurker, laughing out loud. Flint Creek. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Dude.
Good morning.
Swab the deck, Uncle Bruce. Swab the deck. Stephen. Hello, Jen. Splair. Luckily, it wasn't hot now. Flint Creek, I need a whiskey. Dude, Alberto always gets Uncle Bruce so excited. I bought a brand new bottle of Jameson yesterday, just in case you show up. See, she's got Jameson. Not a lurker. Auntie Jen, there's another Alberto. There's another Alberto. Flint Creek. Cheers.
He's Alberto.
Hector, multitasking, what a concept. Alberto, Bertie, laughing you know what, I will always be the original idiot nephew. Not a lurker. Dad, laugh out loud. Alberto, son. Not a lurker. Alberto, something you need to tell me, Daddy? Is there something I need to know, Daddy? Is there a half brother I don't know about? Lorraine.
What does this 23andMe result mean?
Alberto, I have to put you on guard in private. Dude, all you bagel heads got to listen to Stan Rogers, the last Barrett's privateers. JR, look at NVIDIA. Go, baby, go. Not a lurker. Take everything up. Bobby, still time for a Jamaica meet and greet, Uncle Bruce. You know, there's always that, Auntie Jen. You know, we're up 200 on the down now. We're up 200 on the down. NVIDIA, $891.70. $891.70 on NVIDIA, up $34 a share now. NVIDIA is hitting the high of $893 already. We're coming for $900 today.
It has some fun swings. You can ride that way.
Credit spread players, happy days. You gotta love this. Easy money. Oh, indeed. Let's see here. We've got Uber holding 78.20. Sofi 757. We're only down 11 on Sofi. We're coming on again. The high of the day was 769. The low 738. We're at 757 now. What else is going on? We got GameStop down 4 cents. Rocket Lab down 14. AI only down 16 cents. We're moving higher, kids. Apple down 21 cents. It's coming on. Overall, we're going higher. 228 gain on the Dow.
I hope that your microphone isn't picking it up. We have people working on the street outside.
No, it's so not able to do it.
The backup beep.
Yeah, we have groundskeepers for the golf course all over the place, and all kinds of noises. But this microphone kind of zeroes in on the.
It goes right for the UB.
Just for the Uncle Bruce. It goes for the UBT, the Uncle Bruce theory. Have you heard about the Uncle Bruce theory? Apparently, there's an Uncle Bruce theory now.
I'll give you an Uncle Bruce theory.
I thought it was really cool. The guys on Friday night said, UBT, Uncle Bruce's theory.
It is.
I like it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yours and only yours.
Oh, there you go. 892 on NVIDIA. Wow, awesome. 757 on Sofi. 758 on Sofi. Down a dime. We're coming for 760 now. It's getting ready. We're down 3 cents on GameStop. We're going positive here in the moment. Looks like it's going to break through into positive ground again. Spare, I would join in Jamaica, maybe Kingston for a day. There's no way we're going to Kingston, Jamaica. There's no way we're going to Jamaica. Period. Not happening, dude. A Jamaica meet and greet. That's a dance, right? Not doing it. No, not Jamaica.
Not going to Haiti. Not
going to
Dominican
Haiti.
Republic.
Not going to Jamaica. No, thank you.
Maybe we could go to the one off. My geography is so bad. The one off New York. What's that one?
Bermuda.
There you go.
Yeah, Hamilton, Bermuda.
Blair could get a direct flight to Bermuda.
Yeah.
We just have to invite them all here. We got an extra bedroom.
We got to figure it out. You got to figure
a full bottle of whiskey. What more do we need?
What more? 758 with lots of floor space. They can all pass out on the floor. 758 on Sofi.
We'll call it a festival.
A festival. A festivus for the rest of us.
That's what it is.
That's right. We'll have an Uncle Bruce festivus.
Bring your glitter.
Yeah, bring your glitter, bring a bottle, and bring a sleeping bag, and look out. Oh, my God. I don't think so.
No?
I don't think that's going to happen either.
Then I'm just going to go have a coffee. If you don't want to have a festival.
Swear, maybe Cayman or Bermuda in 1 or 2 years. What about that?
Yeah.
Dude, how about a Hong Kong eek and peek? I don't think so.
An eek and peek.
I'd be happy to go to Singapore, but she doesn't. But I'd love to go to Singapore. She doesn't. How about Tokyo? I'd love to go to Tokyo. She doesn't.
You need a travel buddy.
See, there you go. She doesn't want to go. What can I say? Traveling and training with Uncle Bruce, says Alberto.
That's right.
Savage, don't go to Haiti. It's really bad over there. They released all prisoners, no law anywhere. Prime Minister just walked away. Yes, they're not. The Prime Minister, I think, is not even returning to the country.
The country has been in trouble.
Because the Prime Minister knows if he returns to the country, he is dead man. We're up 250 on the Dow, by the way. We've got a straight up market going here. We're up 44 on S&P. We're up 179 on NASDAQ. We are moving up right here. And Displayer, Uncle Bruce, we to Tokyo? What are you talking about? Dude, Asia is fun, Jen. Asia is fun. JR, well, we can leave Auntie Jen with her curling rocks as the rest of us travel the world with Uncle Bruce. See,
and so long as you do come back, I'm
as long as you come back.
Just come back.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go for coffee.
Okay, my dear.
Sounds
like a plan. You're going to want to do that.
I am.
See
if I can hack up a lung.
Oh, okay. There's always that.
There's always that.
It's always a fun time.
This cold's got to go away.
Thank you.
Not COVID.
Thank you, Auntie Jen. And by the way, Credit Savage is saying the wife and daughter have been talking a lot about Japan.
Okay.
If they get my 5-year-old to start talking about ramen and candy from Japan, oh boy, I guess we'll be going to Japan. Disney World, Japan, maybe?
See, it's all about the noodles.
And Splayer, do your research. There you go. Okay, Auntie Jen, I'm going to promote this for you. So,
bye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.
Thank you, Auntie Jen. Fabulous. Great to have you. 894 on your NVIDIA, guys. 894 on NVIDIA. The high of the day is, what are we talking about here? NVIDIA, 894.37. We're right there at the high of the day on NVIDIA now. A nice move, $36. The Dow up 233. We got Uber up 70 cents. We got SoFi at 756 to 758. GameStop down 2 cents at 14.41. We're right on the edge here. That is what's going on. We're up 1.1% on NASDAQ, 0.86 on S&P, and 0.60 on the Dow. The Dow is barely half of NASDAQ. The Dow, it has to be up 500 points, 450 points to equal NASDAQ. It's up 230. It's good, but NASDAQ is better. That's showing you really what's going on. There is money coming into the market today. Bobby, be the first to see the day's sunlight. Dude, Hong Kong has a Disneyland? I don't know about that. JR, how many options to be written for that Japan trip? Sounds like you and Bertie are teaching the kids how to think about taking the gambler's money. There you go. You figure so much for airfare, maybe I don't know, $1,500 return, $1,200 return, and $200 a day, $300 a day, $400 a day in Japan. You're there for 10 days. You need $4,000 plus the five. You need $6,000 a person, $6,000. Okay, 20 contracts at $3 each. Thank you very much. Simple. Dude, such a cool city. Dude, it's like San Francisco meets New York. There you go. Yeah, I'd love to go to Japan. I want to see the country. I want to see more than just Tokyo. I really would love to do that. Dan Chan doesn't want to go. It's kind of hard. Doesn't want to go to Singapore. I'd love to go to Singapore. I absolutely love to go to Singapore. Doing what I can with what I have. There you are. There you are, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you all so much for being here today. We've been on the air for over 2 hours. Fantastic. We have had the poll results, 715 respondents to the poll question. In 2024, SoFi shares will hit a high price of $15 a share, 20, 25, or over 25. 54%, we're going to reach $15 in 2024. 22%, we're going to reach 20. 8% saying we're going to reach $25 a share, and over 25 a share. 16% of you think that we're going to break 25 during the calendar year. That would be fine by me. I'll tell you that right now. Thank you all. 300 plus thumbs ups. We are now running a thumbs up meter that is telling us over there. So I don't know. We'll find out. Hang on. We'll see what's going on over there. Pardon-moi. Let's see. Where are we at? There we go. We have 356 thumbs ups and 718 votes have come in. That's pretty darn good. Beach Boy, thank you for this super chat. Let's see here. Patman, 900 more SoFi this AM. Why not? Alberto, Bertie, JR, facts. My nephew, 13 years old, hit his first $1,200 month last week. He's building his college tuition. The 13-year-old made $1,200 in option money. Hello, Jimmer. Always wanted to see cherry blossoms in Japan. Beach Boy, 30 shekels. Thank you, my friend. I see double anti-gen. Okay, help, a.k.a. lemon pie is on the way. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. And way to go, Alberto, with the nephew. That is awesome stuff. 13-year-old making money writing options with uncle, with the grandpa. Not bad. Spare Uncle Bruce, I bet $100 are enough, all right, but I'm now definitely eating. Have a good one to everybody. I'm not sure what that means. Splair per day. I mean, I see it in Tokyo. Got to be more than 100 a day. Dude, next week, I think we may be starting very soon here. Anyway, there you go. Brian, a recovery happening. Uncle Bruce, you have taught us to be calm and how to roll with the punches. Thank you, kind sir. Yes, 754 down 14, the Dow up 247. We're rolling. So, Savage will be staying at the Conrad if we go to Japan. Definitely more than a few dollars. Disney is not cheap in Japan. A burger is $20. We may go for 2 weeks, more like 15 grand if 6 of us go. We shall see about that. JR, I wonder how many lemon pies will show up at the Southern California meet and greet. Where is the nearest Marie Callender's or maybe Polly's Pies? Dude, I'll be in Osaka tomorrow, then Kyoto and Tokyo. Boy, I'd love to hear about how that works out. That's awesome. Square food is cheap there. Dude, stayed at the Grand Hyatt. Whoa, luxury. Cody, just want to say again how glad I am to be here. Part of the best investor group on the internet. Big thanks to Uncle Bruce and all of you all. Thank you all as well for being here. Cody and everyone else, you guys are awesome today. Thank you for the new members that have signed up today. Thank you for joining this channel. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in the evening, prime time with Uncle Bruce, 7 p.m. Eastern time for Gold Bagel members. Come on by and say hi, and let's talk about making money. Why not? Yes, good stuff. Alberto, Bertie, Cody, those are facts. It's a nice shout out. Those are facts. There you go. Thank you all. All right, kids, we're going to pack it in. We're at 897 on that NVIDIA. We're going for 900 here at any time. NVIDIA's high of 897.43. We're 897.66. This is the high right now of the day on NVIDIA. 39.92 gain now on NVIDIA. We're climbing back to 900 right now. Uber up 82 cents. Looking good out there. SoFi 754, 755. GameStop 1438, just down 5 measly cents. Beach Boy Alberto Primo, your nephew is a genius for his choice of uncle. Savage of Wall Street, 15 grand sounds like 30 AI or Unity contracts for $5. Yeah, sounds like a good Monday. Should be fun. Dear Jimmer, thumbs up for every day of the year. Thank you very much. The Big E, neat with a Z at the end right there. Alberto Beach, I hold a small lesson for my nephew and grandkids. Surprised they were making this kind of money thanks to Uncle Bruce. This is good stuff, man. Look, if the grandkids can get rich before you can give them money, is that a good thing? I would say, yeah. You know, if you're a parent and you're making a bunch of dough before your kids start hitting you up for it, good plan, right? To show the kids how to write options as well. Indeed. Have a hit me up for a one-on-one. Mom, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and the kids. All right, folks, we have a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce. Cody, laugh out loud. I've got like my brother measuring everything he buys in shares of SoFi instead of dollars. Oh, geez, if I buy that burger and fries, that's like a share of SoFi. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather buy a share of SoFi than eat. It happens. It does happen. What can I say? Oh, well, there you go. Savage of Wall Street. Okay, folks, my 2-year-old is up. He's bossing me around already. Got to make him his bottle and change a poop diaper. You guys have a good one. Thank you, my friend. Cody, exactly. Alberto, they have over 5,000 shares of SoFi each. They write on GameStop and add SoFi shares with the premiums. How about that? Giddy up. There you go. Going to be millionaires. These kids are going to be millionaires. Awesome pattern here. This is a good pattern to go with. All right, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Appreciate you all. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members, 8:30 for all of you out there. Join us anytime. Hit the join button. Don't forget tomorrow night for Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce at 7 o'clock Eastern. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll keep an eye on these markets. We'll be watching that NVIDIA 898.79. We're up $41. 898.79 on NVIDIA. We're going over 88 miles an hour. We're almost at 900 a share on NVIDIA. It looks like it's going. Very nice. Congratulations, put credit spread writers. Well done. Melvin, neat. JR, family option writing with Alberto. What a deal. Hector, neat. That's it right there. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you first thing in the morning tomorrow. Keep an eye open on this channel. You never know when I make a video. One never knows. Savage? Too much information with the poo. Too much. Right on, Beach Boy. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is Bruce and Auntie Jen Jr. and everyone else saying goodbye from Palm Desert, California. Have a wonderful day. We'll catch you a little later on and make the dinero. Okay, guys. See you later.